Wait. That was a trophy, right? That's a trophy win. We just won a trophy. The Emirates Cup, 4 years in a row. Only Arsenal could do something so great. Incredible. 4 Emirates Cups in a row. Well, that was better, wasn't it? That was a lot better. I didn't actually watch the last game because I was busy. I watched the highlights and it wasn't great. And let's be fair, the whole preseason so far, actually, on the pitch wise, I would say our signings have been good, but the actual performances have not been up to scratch. And luckily, it doesn't matter when it's pre-season. It doesn't really matter too much because, of course, it's not a competitive game. But what it does mean is it kind of leads into the new season. If you're stinking up the gaff, if you're not playing very well, it could leak into that first few weeks of the season. So I really, really wanted to see something a lot better today. And that is exactly what we got, taking on Athletic Bilbao, or Athletic Club, whatever you want to call them, 3-0 at home in front of the home crowd, home stadium, and of course winning our own competition. Emirates Cup champions, you'll never sing that. Gyokeres with his first goal, Saka 2 minutes later, and Havertz, his goal. Wow. Yeah, we've got a lot to dissect from that. And yes, I know it's a friendly, but I wanted to use this opportunity to kind of talk about the entirety of preseason, not just the win today. Let's have a quick look through the stats. Obviously, possession-wise, we're doing a little bit better than they are. We've had a lot more shots, a lot more on target, 4 big chances as well, but nothing crazy. We can have a look at more stats here. We obviously dominated the game, and to be fair, we're up against a good side. But it just felt like today we did what we were doing, but we were just a bit more clinical, a bit more up for it, a little bit more sharp. I don't know. It's a weird one, really. I feel like the last few games, the Tottenham one and the Villarreal one, I don't think we were bad. We weren't bad. We just didn't seem to get into gear and actually hit the ground running. But today we really did. It was much, much better. Let's talk about the lineup. So Gyokeres got another start down through the middle. He got his goal. Really good header. For a striker that can't head, people saying he couldn't head the ball, not very good target man, whatever. What a cross, though. Zubimendi, we will be talking about him later. Saka back to his very best today. That really was prime Saka. Unplayable. We'll talk about Martinelli as well. He did get an assist. Fair play to him, but yeah, you guys know my thoughts on Martinelli. Calafiori, Gabriel, Saliba, Timber, and Raya as our back 5. Rice, Zubimendi, and Ødegaard. And what I will say is we did see something a little bit different today, it seemed. Ødegaard was actually more, well, if we're on the attack, he was kind of in a more central area instead of this channel here. And it looked like Rice and Zubimendi were both kind of sitting a little bit more central as well. It's basically more of a 4-2-3-1. I liked it. It's different to the 4-3-3. And of course, we did have, especially in the second half with Miles Lewis-Skelly, stepping into central midfield, allowing Rice to go forward. It was nice. It had a nice balance to it, and it looked pretty good. I would like to see more of that. Should we just talk about Martinelli now, guys? I've said it for a few years now, and I've gotten quite a lot of heat for it over the years. I've said for many years now that Martinelli just isn't Arsenal level. He has great ability, and on his day, as we say, he can be unplayable. He can be really good. It wasn't long ago he was actually scoring a lot of goals for us. He was actually one of our best players of the season. He was our top scorer, 3 seasons ago now? But he hasn't been able to recapture that form. He's 24 now, okay, which is still very young, but he should be, in my opinion, he should be far ahead beyond what we saw then by now. And we're just not seeing that elevation in ability. His ability was very high, and if anything, it's actually come down. I think he's nowhere near as good as he was a couple of years ago. I'm not sure if it's just a confidence thing or if he's switched up the way he plays, the way he thinks. I'm not really entirely sure what's happened, but I think his days might be numbered because he's been hooked off at half-time. Once again, I should say, he got himself an assist, and he was finding himself space down the left side and getting him behind, and that's always good to see, but that's not my complaint with Martinelli. I've said it before. This is what Martinelli does. all game long, just looking down. He doesn't look around. And when he does eventually look around, it's often too late and he's lost the ball. Or he just kind of aimlessly whips in a ball, or I don't know. He's just. I'm always really careful with words that I use because I don't. Oh, I just dropped my phone. I don't want to. I don't want to sit here and say he's bad, because he's not. He's obviously a very good footballer, but for what we need right now going into this new season, where, let's be honest, Arsenal fans, it is vital we win a trophy, a big one. We need a Premier League, we need a Champions League, whatever. We need our left winger to be better than that. It's just as simple as that. The difference when you look at Saka on the right, Martinelli on the left, and you've got Madueke coming in the second half, only a couple of appearances made, looking far more dangerous. He almost got an assist for a second Gyokeres goal. I just feel like Martinelli really should be careful here. He's got to be thinking, things aren't looking great when Madueke, who, let's be fair, is a right winger by trade, that's his favourite position. If he's going to be coming in on that left side to replace you, and it's not even his strongest position, it does give us something different, doesn't it? It kind of opened up a little bit of a tactical switch, having a left-footed winger whipping in crosses, and like I said, almost assisted Gyokeres his second goal. We can talk about that first goal if you'd like, because my God, Gyokeres, it's obviously very stressful as an Arsenal fan watching a player come in with so much hype and then not scoring in his first game, and let's be fair, making good runs but not getting the service, and you start thinking, God, rival fans are laughing. They're watching every move. They hate watching. He needs to do something. That first goal is going to hit so hard. He's done it. And what a goal. The header, unbelievable. But it wasn't just the goal. He was really good today. His movement, he's so quick. For quite a bulky guy, he's really quick. And I love the fact that he's comfortable drifting a little bit wider as well. He's not just an elite number 9. He's also capable of being a playmaker as well. I really like that about him. And we've seen now he can head the ball. It is definitely, I think, a weaker part of his game from what we've seen over the years, Sporting and whatever. But brilliant goal. But it's all because of my man of the match, Zubimendi. What have we got here, guys? You can see why Arteta was obsessed with him and why he waited. We wanted him last year, and so did many other clubs. Liverpool wanted him last year, and obviously no one got him. Real Madrid wanted him this summer. Liverpool might have wanted him this summer. He chose Arsenal. Arteta must have worked his magic. I can imagine the Zoom calls now. And you can see it. You can see it. Zubimendi has Arsenal DNA all over him. He's perfect in that role. Right here. Doesn't need to move out wide. Doesn't need to shift anywhere. Just sit in the middle, ping those passes, retain the ball, hoover up the loose balls, just keep possession going, be a clock, be the clock of this team, the engine of this team, be a Paul Scholes, basically. Just someone that just gets everyone in the action. He's so gifted. The way he glides with the ball, his passing range, everything, his first touch. It's up here as well, guys. You can see he's just so intelligent. He knows exactly where he needs to be, what he needs to do, where the ball should be, who should be making runs. He's pointing into positions. He's ordering teammates around him. Brilliant. He made Ødegaard better today. He made Rice better today. He made Saka better today. He makes everyone around him calmer, more relaxed. It's so good to see. Declan Rice, unbelievable again today. He's just an absolute workhorse. There's a reason they call him the horse. You saw the the corner. He tried to do it short. He gave it away. Did you see that recovery pace? Oh my God. If I was the guy running away with the ball, I would have been terrified and just said, yeah, just take it, mate. You clearly won it. We all love Rice. We do. Ødegaard, I mean, not his best game, but I do wonder how his season's going to pan out. We need a big season from him. And then briefly, at the back, Calafiori was really good in that first half. I know he was probably taken off as a precaution because he's had an injury. Timber, always worried when he plays so soon after being injured again. At one point, he goes down and I'm worried, but he was really good again today. Came off after 64 minutes. Saliba and Gabriel were really good. Raya, fantastic. Great penalty save to win it for us ultimately. Because we won the game 3-0, but then it went to penalties anyway. It's a good chance to practice them, and we won the shootout as well. Quick mention for some of the subs, because I thought not only was Madueke brilliant, I thought Mosquera looked very comfortable. I'm actually very intrigued to see how Mosquera is going to get on. How do you say his first name? It's not Christian. It's like Christian. Christian? I'm going to have to learn how to pronounce that, but I like him. He looks very, very good. Lewis Skelly came on and did very well. He's very silky with the ball, but he gets bullied. He gets bullied so much. Luckily, he can hold his own. Marino, Waneri. I mean, Waneri missed his penalty, but Marino scored his really nicely, and they didn't really do much else. But we've got to talk about Kai Havertz as well. It's a difficult moment for him because he's come back from injury. He's clearly been working in the gym. He's definitely a bit more bulkier, a bit heavier, not as hench as some people think he is. And they've been photoshopping pictures of his arms like out here. He's a bit bigger, a bit stronger. I think he looks faster because of that. You know, muscle might weigh you down more, but it drives you faster. At some point, you are going to start slowing down if you keep building muscle, but I think he might be in that perfect spot right now for his height, his build. The way he scored his goal, the way he held off the defender, the way he accelerated, and it was brilliant. It was really good, and it's just fantastic to see that maybe Gyokeres coming in isn't just going to be competition for him. It's going to help him as well. It's going to elevate his game, and that's what big signings do. It's not just about replacing other players. It's about elevating other players around you. Really, really happy with Kai Havertz. And that, of course, means pre-season comes to an end. And a week tomorrow, we kick off at Old Trafford. Cannot wait for that. Now, you're probably wondering if I was going to talk about the previous games. We can quickly talk about them now. I didn't watch the Villarreal game live, of course. In a way, you know, when I watched the highlights, whilst it was disappointing we lost the game, it didn't upset me or anything. And I thought Villarreal just exposed a few poor errors, defensive mistakes against us. And on another day, they don't score that many goals. I think that's the first time we've conceded more than 2 in a long time. But it was actually quite good to see Pepe score. And it was great to see Gyokeres make his debut, although he didn't score. But it wasn't too bad. It was more the Tottenham game that frustrated me because we looked so disjointed. It wasn't a good performance at all. And I think Tottenham have gone on to lose against Bayern. Was it 4-0? Oh dear. I'm not stressing over it. We've got the win. If we had lost this one as well, I'd be a bit more concerned. So, and lastly, let's just quickly talk about the team itself and what we've got available to us going into the new season, because it's concerning that we still haven't completed the window with that one last piece of the puzzle, which for me is a left-sided player. I think Martinelli and Trossard are both good options for us, great squad players. If one of them was to be sold, I wouldn't be too upset, but they're great to hold on to for sure. And Madueke, for me, he's obviously great on the right, great on the left, good signing, but we need that next level left winger, whether that's a Rodrigo, whether it's a Leao. Eze coming in, whilst it's a brilliant signing and I would love him, he's not a left winger, unless that's the plan to shift him out wide and get him to come inside. So maybe Lewis Skelly can push forward, or who knows. But the squad is looking very strong. We've got the most important thing for me is a good player in every position and a good backup in every position. And that's exactly what we've got. The signings we have brought in are very good. We've still got a few players that we need to move on. For example, Vieira, Lokonga definitely needs to go. Reece Nelson's probably going to have to go as well. Jesus at some point. So we're in good stead for the new season. I'm really looking forward to it. We're close now. But thank you for watching, guys. Tomorrow I've got an exciting video for you. I bought a drone. Wait, let me grab it. It's teeny, innit? I've got myself a drone. So I'm going to go and get some footage and show you my first flight and all of this stuff. So hopefully you look forward to that. And I will see you next Sunday for a live watch along and an Operation Arsenal review.